Hello viewers, my name is Sushma. Welcome to English grammar session. In my previous videos, I have discussed noun, pronoun and verb. Now I am going to discuss the part of speech that is adjective today. Without further ado, we'll start the session. Before that, you have an idiom as well as a riddle to solve. Please try to solve this riddle. At the end of the session, I am going to give you the answer for this. Today's idiom, pull out all the stops. Pull out all the stops means make a very great effort to achieve something. It means that you have to make a very great effort to achieve anything you want in your life. For example, it may be anything. You can replace this with anything like achieving something, achieving your goal, achieving your anything that you want to do. We pulled out all the stops to meet the deadline. This is the example for you. You can understand the idiom very well with this example. We pulled out all the stops. We pulled out all the stops to meet the deadline. It means that they made a very great effort to meet that deadline. They didn't delay. So they wanted to meet that deadline and they did it. They did that with a great effort. Without the effort, it is useless. So you have to make a very great effort. You have to work hard to achieve anything. Today's riddle. I am tall when I am young and I am short when I am old. What am I? So I am reading it once again. I am tall when I am young. This is one phrase. This is one clause. And the other is I am short when I am old. So it is short, it is tall when it is young, and it is short when it is old. So what is it? You try to answer this. You try to crack your brain to get the answer. So anyways, I'm going to give you this answer for this riddle. Please do watch until the end of the session. You'll get the answer for it. So without further ado, we'll move to the topic. So first we have to know the definition of adjective. What is adjective? What do you mean by that? So adjectives are defined as describing words. What do they describe? They describe the nouns. They describe a pronoun. So they also describe a pronoun. They qualify. So you can also say they qualify nouns or tell us more about a noun. So you will know more information about the noun that is in front of you. So we'll see more details about that. An adjective tells about the nature of. This is tells, not tenses. An adjective tells us about the nature of a thing or a person, such as appearance, size, color, shape, and nature. An adjective talks about all these things. If you see the examples, if you see more examples, you will be understanding it very clearly. So it will be crystal clear in the next slides. For example, you have some examples here. A beautiful woman, a white dog, an ordinary place, an intelligent officer. So don't worry, I'm going to explain it. Here, woman is a noun. It is a noun. And this beautiful, it tells more about the noun, that this woman is beautiful. You can actually say a woman, but this beautiful gives more information about this noun woman. So noun, this is noun and this is adjective. So this is giving more information about the noun. Or you can even say a good woman. It is also it is also an adjective. And another one, a white dog. How is the dog? So by simply you can ask the questions how that how the noun is, how the noun is. You can, if you get the answer for this question how, then you can understand, you can actually identify where the adjective is. How is that noun? That is woman. How is that woman? She's beautiful. It means beautiful. Beautiful is the answer. That is the adjective. And dog. White dog. White dog. How is that dog? White. White in color. Place. Place is an adjective. Sorry. Place is a noun. Place is a noun. And ordinary is the, how is that place? Ordinary. It is an ordinary place. It means this is giving more information about the noun. That means ordinary is the noun. Sorry, adjective. Ordinary is the adjective and now place is the noun. An intelligent officer. Officer is a noun. This is common noun. An intelligent person. It is talking about the quality of this person. Officer. He is an intelligent person, nature. So, an intelligent is the adjective. Officer is the noun. Why is this important? You can simply say you can simply pronounce you can simply say some sentences without any adjectives. But why are they important? We should know this answer. So it not only gives more information, also it makes the information crystal clear. It means you will get the clarity on the topic. You will see the answer here. Why is it important? Air pollution is a problem in cities. So what do you understand by this? Air pollution is a problem in cities. It is commonly used. It is just commonly used. It means that air pollution is found everywhere in cities. It is a problem at any time. It is in all cities. You can simply assume that it is in all cities. It is common. It is a common problem in all cities. Air pollution is a common problem in all cities. And if you read the second one, there is not much change. I have not much changed the sentence, but have simply added two adjectives. Simply added two adjectives to the previous sentence. Then it makes a different meaning. The meaning slightly differs. So you'll see that air pollution is a serious problem in many large cities. Here it is just common problem, whereas in the second sentence it indicates that it is a serious problem. It means that it needs an immediate action. It needs an immediate attention, and it is also found, the air pollution is also found only in large cities. Only in large cities. Not all the cities. So you cannot assume all the cities here. You can just assume. You have been given many large. That is an adjective, and cities is the noun here. Problem is the noun here. Serious is the adjective. This adjective changes the problem into a serious one, and here this adjective changes the number of cities. It means there are many large cities. It means there are many, almost all the cities have this problem of air pollution. So I think you have understood that as to why is it important, why the adjective is important. And we'll see, you have some, so Here adjectives describe a noun and tell us. So you will understand by just asking these questions. How many? Simply how many? How? The question how gives you the answer for adjective. If you get the answer for how question, then how the noun is, then you will get the adjective. And here how many means for this question you will get the answers like several, few, 3, 4, 5, like that. How many? So next, what color? What color is it? Red. It is dull in color. Light blue. And the size. What size is that? What size? It is skinny, fat, tiny. How is that? It means how. What is the? It means you can even ask what the size is or how is that? How does it look? The large. How does it look in size? So mini, huge, short, tall, and next, how it behaves. Its nature, silly, kind, caring, funny. Next, how it looks. How does it look? Pretty. It looks in appearance. Ugly, dirty, beautiful. And how it feels. It also talks about feelings. Soft, how does it feel when you touch it? When you touch something, how does it feel? It means rough, soft, harsh. How do you feel that when you touch it? So noun. So how it talks about the noun and how it sounds. How does it sound? Noisy, quiet, loud, and there are many more. Calm. Then there are many more adjectives. We'll see more about the adjectives. Sizes. Sizes. You'll see some examples for this. Sizes. What is the size? What is the size of a noun? What is the size of something that is noun? Big. Is it big, small, large, thin, or thick? Shapes. Is it triangular, round in shape, square, circular? And what color is it? Black, blue, white, green, red. And it also talks about personality. How happy, sad, angry, depressed. Time, yearly, monthly, annually. And this is also adjective. Ages, new era, like that. Young, old, brand new, second hand. Sounds loud, noisy, quite silent. And tastes juicy. How is that juice? It's juicy. It's sweet. Qualities, good, it's bad, or is it mediocre? So we'll see. If more than one adjective occurs before a noun, then there is a preferred order of arranging the adjectives depending on what they denote. It means that actually a noun is described by not just one but more than two, more than one adjectives describe the noun. So you cannot simply assume that there is only one adjective before the noun that describes it. But you should not assume so. So there can be more than one. There can be more than one adjective that describes a noun. So we'll see. But if you see how do you arrange them? So you have to know the arrangement. How do you? So I'll give you the practice session in my next video. Please do watch that. In my next video, I'm going to give the practice session on this, based on this word order. Now, so what is the order? Opinion. First, you should write opinion. Size, then size or physical quality, shape or age. Then color. Then you have to write the color. Nationality, material, type, purpose, noun. for today I'll just give you one example based on this, but tomorrow be sure to watch that. Be sure to watch my next video because I'm going to give more examples in my next video based on this word order. So for today I'm going to give you this example. An old plastic bag, because you should understand this, you might get confused. That is why I'm going to give more examples in my next video. So an old plastic bag. See here, plastic is a material and this is old is an age. So according to the order, you have to first write age and then the material. So first age and then material. So I'll give you one more example. A soft blue ball. Soft blue ball. What is this quality? How is that? It is soft. It is soft. And what color is it? It is blue. What color it is? Blue. So first quality, then you have to write you have to arrange the words according to arrange the adjectives according to this order. This is the preferred order. Quality, then color. So if you read it like a blue soft ball, it is not correct. Actually, it is a soft blue ball. This is the correct order. Now we'll move forward. Based on the position of the adjective, there are two types. One is attributive adjective, then second one is predicative adjective. We'll see that. Many adjectives are either placed before a noun or after. Here after is missing. After linking verbs. After linking verbs like be forms, see, appear, feel and become. So if the adjective is used before a noun, then it is attributive use. Attributive adjective. And if that adjective is used after linking verbs like is, am, are, were, was, these are the linking verbs here, then it is predicative adjective. We'll see the examples. The attributive adjectives are, so you can see, the angry boy broke the toy. It means how it's boy's nature. Angry is the boy's nature. It means quality, nature. That means boy is the noun here and angry is the adjective. So the angry boy broke the toy. If the adjective is used just before the noun, then it is attributive. The tall buildings look imposing. Imposing means impressive. Impressive in appearance. Impressive in appearance. The tall buildings look, this means impressive. The tall. How are the buildings? Tall. Tall buildings look imposing. The forgetful, it is used just before the noun. That is, here it is noun, this is also noun and it is adjective and it is also adjective. Just before the noun. The forgetful professor missed his lunch. And next, predicative adjective. I hope you all know the definition of predicate. So anyways, I'm going to give you the definition also. So the definition is other than the subject, the remaining part is predicate. In any sentence other than the subject, this is the subject here, other than the subject, the remaining part is predicate. So here the adjective is used in the predicate part. If the adjective is used in the predicate part, then it is a predicative adjective. The boy is angry. Here you see the difference, the angry boy, and here the boy is angry. And the buildings are tall. Here the sentence is the tall buildings. The buildings are tall. You can simply, so the whole meaning here is indicated by just this. The tall buildings is equal to, so it gives a similar meaning to the buildings are tall. Here also the angry boy. So you can simply say that attribute, this is the attribute of the noun. Attribute means something that is the ownership, something that is the ownership of the noun. So here the boy is angry, and here you can simply say angry boy. Without saying the angry boy, you can simply say the angry boy. So the buildings are tall. The professor is forgetful. So most of the time this is also very attribute. Most of the time attributive adjectives look very imposing. Next we'll move forward. I hope you have understood this. If you have not understood anything, please leave a comment. Some adjectives used only attributively and some others only predicatively. We'll see them. Used only attributively. Medical, main, any initial, mere, northern, minimum, whole. And used only attributively. Sorry, this is not attributively. Predicatively. This is predicatively. Predicatively. So afraid, alike, asleep, awake, alone, ill. This is not that one. This is ill. Fine, sorry. So you can say so. I am sorry, but sorry am. It's not correct. I am sorry. I am sure. I am upset, etc. I am afraid. I am alike. I am asleep. I am awake. So like that. But you cannot use them as attributes. You cannot use them just before the noun. You cannot use these just before the noun. See, for example, that is the main problem. You can say that is the main problem, but you cannot say but it is not, the problem is main. It is not correct. The problem is main is not correct. That is the main problem. The children are asleep. So the children are asleep. You cannot, so this is always used in the predicative form, but it should not be used in the attributive form. That is the asleep children is wrong. It is wrong. It is not correct. Next. So there are types of adjectives. Anyways, don't worry. I am going to discuss only these 4 adjectives today. Tomorrow I am going to finish off these. So finish off this, and along with that there are much to learn about the adjective. So I am going to give more examples based on this adjective. You'll be very clear with this adjective topic after watching my videos. Next, proper adjective. First we'll learn about. So we'll see what are these proper adjectives. Adjectives of quality, adjectives of quantity, numeral adjectives, demonstrative adjective, distributive adjective, interrogative adjective, possessive adjectives. I think you have already learned possessive adjectives. So if you remember this, he's, her, it's. These are all attribute possessive adjective. I think I don't need to discuss this. Anyways, I'm going to discuss and give you more examples. Now we'll move forward. Proper adjective. What is proper adjective? Proper adjective means it is the adjective form of a proper noun. So you can see the example. America. America is a proper noun. So it is a proper name for a country. Proper name of a country. Then it is a proper noun. Then if you add an n to this, American. American is a proper adjective. You can see. I love Indian people. I love Indian people. So India is a proper noun. If you add n to that, so sometimes you have to add n, or sometimes you have to add ese. So I love Indian people. They went to a Japanese company. Japan is a proper noun, and if you add ese to that, then becomes a proper noun, proper adjective. They went to a Japanese company. He is reading a Shakespeare's comedy. She has a Korean friend. So I think you have all understood. Next, adjectives of quality. So what is quality? So quality, adjective that expresses the nature of a noun or used to express the shape, size and color of a person and place or thing. Okay, you'll see the examples here. She is beautiful girl. So what is the nature? She is beautiful. She is beautiful. And she always loves blue color. What is the color? Blue color. And this color is a noun, common noun. And blue is the adjective that describes the noun. How is that color? It is blue in color. He is tall enough to join the army. So sometimes this enough is used as an adjective and sometimes it is used an adverb. So here it is used as an adverb that he is tall enough to join the army. He is tall enough to join the army. This tall is the adjective. How is he? He is tall. They are too clever to defeat their enemies. Whose enemies? Their enemies. This is possessive. Anyways, I'm going to talk about this in my next video. They are too clever to defeat their enemies. Next. An adjective that used to indicate an amount. So the quantity indicates, quantity means the amount. Quantity means amount. Quality means nature. Quality means nature. Quantity, amount. It talks about the amount. Let's see. An adjective that used to indicate the amount or estimated amount of a noun or pronoun. So you see the examples. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money to buy a car. You see, money is the noun here. Money is the noun here. And enough is the adjective. How much money do you have? Enough money. How much money? Enough money. I had many friends in my school life. I had many friends. How many friends? Many friends. He sold his bike and got some money by which he rents an apartment. How much money? Some money. Just some money. So you do not have exact number with you as to how much you have, how much money you have. It is just some money. It may be 100 or it may be 1,000 or it may be lakh, anything, anything, any number. You need much hard work to achieve success. You need much hard work. Much hard work. Much indicates the quantity. How much? So you need much. And a few number of people can reach their destination. A few number of people, only a few. It means it is the amount. It is talking about the amount. How many people? A few number of people. Most of the boys are absent in the class. Most of the boys. It means many of the students in the class. Almost all the students. Next, numeral adjectives. So numeral, what does it mean? The name indicates numeral means it is talking about the numbers. An adjective that describes the number of a noun or pronoun. So it describes the number of a noun or pronoun. What number it is. These types of adjectives indicate quantity, order, position of a noun. So for example, we live on the first floor. This is the number of the floor. What is that number? First floor. It means it is giving the number of the noun. Floor is the noun here. What number it is? First. It means this is the adjective. So there are three types of numeral adjectives. Definite numeral adjectives, indefinite numeral adjectives, distributive numeral adjectives. We'll see. Definite numeral adjectives. The definition, these adjectives describe the exact number of people or things. Exactly, you will know the number exactly, or number of people exactly. How many number of people, how many members are there? You will know the number exactly. Definite, like there are 10 people. Yes, there are 10 people. You will, that is the exact number. You are not unsure, so you will know the certain answer here. Definite numeral adjectives are set of cardinals and ordinal numbers. What are these cardinal numbers and what are these ordinal numbers? Cardinal numbers means 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. 5 up to any number. There are infinite numbers, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And ordinal numbers. What are these ordinal numbers? First, second, third, fourth, fifth. This is to rank something. This is used to rank people or rank the classes, anything to rank. Next, we'll see the examples. He is the first boy. He is the first boy in the class. He is the first boy in the class. First is the numeral adjective. You will know the correct exact answer. That means this is the first. I am the second person to enter the room. He is the second person. You know the exact number here. The boy and his two friends went to the park. I bought 3 bananas. How many? 3. Exactly 3. You have 3 bananas with you. There are 5 friends playing in the field. There are only 5 friends in the field. It means you know the exact definite answer. You have the definite answer here. Sindhu climbed the 3rd position in the recent ranking of the sports event. This third is the exact number. Then it is the adjective. He is the last person. Last. It means if there are 10 people, then you can simply say the last person is the 10th person. The last person to attend the meeting. Next. Indefinite numeral adjectives. Indefinite means not definite. It means you are not sure. You do not know the exact number. For example, few, many, some, all, most. So you don't know the exact number to mention. We'll see the examples. A few number of people joined the meeting. A few number of people joined the meeting. It means you don't know the number. It can be 3 people or 4 people or 5 people or 10 people. You don't know the exact number. A few people. Some of my friends are participating in a football match. Just some. You don't know the exact number here also. Most of the students. If there are 60 students, it can be 40 or it can be 50. You don't know the exact number here also. I have seen many flowers in the garden. All of you should follow the code of conduct of the organization. All. You don't know the exact number here also. All can be 60 or 70. You don't know the exact number. You don't know the exact number of the employees in an organization. Next, distributive numeral adjective. It means the name indicates that distributes. It is used to distribute. So it is similar to the distributive adjectives. Distributive numeral adjective, and there is also distributive adjective. And these adjectives describe a singular noun and a singular verb in a sentence. We'll see the example. Each, every, either, neither. These are all distributive numeral adjectives. It talks about the number anyway. Number, but you don't know the exact number anyway. See, every player in the field plays a good game. Every means each of all the players, but every player in the field plays a good game. It means it is like distribution. Every player. If you are giving chocolate to every student, then you are distributing. It is used to distribute. Please distribute the foods to each of them. I hope you have already learnt the pronouns, indefinite pronouns, the distributive pronouns. In distributive pronouns you have learnt. So it can be used as a distributive pronoun based on the position of the word. You can simply assume what it is. Here it is placed just before the noun. Player is the noun here, and it is used just before, and it is describing the player. Then it is the adjective. Please distribute the foods to each of them. Each of them. Next. What are you doing? Foods. Distributing what? Foods to each of them. Now you have vocabulary part here. It's like enrichment part. You can enrich your vocabulary. So immaculate, what does it mean? Perfectly clean, neat, or tidy. Antonyms, what are the antonyms? Dirty, grubby, bad, damaged. You can even use these in the usual in your usual day routine. So usage is an immaculate white suit. It means it is perfectly clean. It is perfectly alright. The suit is perfectly neat. And callow. Callow means it talks about the young person. It means he is immature. He is inexperienced. He does not know anything. He does not know much. Immature, naive. Naive also means not knowing much. He does not know much about. He is not experienced like an older person. So it is like a small boy. He does not know much about anything as the older persons do. And the usage is callow newcomers. Callow newcomers, they are always inexperienced. They are always inexperienced unless until they have the work experience. They are still newcomers. It means they do not know much about the work. They do not know much about anything in the organization. It means they are callow. They are callow. It means they do not know anything much. And the antonyms are mature, experienced, sophisticated. Sophisticated means knows much, knows everything, almost everything. Now we have the practice session. Please do practice. Pause the video at the practice session and try to note this and try to identify the proper adjectives here in this. In these sentences you try to pick out the proper adjectives only, and here you have to pick out the adjectives of quality only, and in this you have to pick out the adjectives of quantity. In this also adjectives of quantity, and pick out the numeral adjectives in these sentences. I'm going to give you the answers tomorrow in my next video. Please do Please do watch my next video. You'll get the answers. You try to note down the answers for this practice session, and when I answer this, you try to correct your answers. Check out your answers. Check your answers. I am tall when I am young. I am short when I am old. It means this is the candle. A candle. It means when it is young, when it is brought from the shop, then it is tall. It means this is very young then. So when you light this, then it becomes short. It means that it becomes old. It becomes old. As the time passes, it becomes old and it becomes short. Then this is the answer is candle. Thank you. Please subscribe it and like it, share it. If you like this video, please subscribe it and like it. Thank you.